are here with our last episode of season 2. My name is Chan.
Yes, and I am Lex. Tonight's episode, we are talking about the life of a dancer. Here we have Shavay. She was a former dancer, right?
I am.
Okay, you go ahead and
I am. So my name is Shavay, but back then my name used to be Luscious.
Okay, Luscious. Okay.
How did you get into dancing?
Okay, so I started young. Like I had a friend, and she was a dancer. I don't want to name any names.
Right, no, that's fine. That's fine.
But I had a friend, and she was a dancer. So mind you, of course, I had babies young. I had an apartment young. So I was like, okay, I need money, like money. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
then of course I did hair, you know what I'm saying, all the time. But hair wasn't fast, you know what I'm saying? Like back then when I started, I can go in and stay 4 hours, maybe 3 hours, and leave with like $800.
Right, and that's
So-
with dancing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I felt as though it was fast, you know what I'm saying? So it was perfect for me, I thought. But of course, you know, when you're young, I started young.
Right.
Like I started at 17.
Okay.
So when you start young, you're exposed to different shit.
Can you give us some examples of some of the things that you find yourself exposed to when you're trying to do that in an earlier age, opposed to when you're older?
Okay, so for those who don't drink, they will. Because a lot of women or exotic dancers or strippers or whatever they call themselves nowadays don't want to do that while not under the influence. You get what I'm saying? It makes it easier.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? So, of course, you
So you feel like in the, you know, when you enter into that world, you are almost,
jumping
Almost
into the
in a
devil's
different
playground.
reality.
It's like the
Yeah.
devil's playground. Like,
it's
sort of
like
kind.
peer pressure.
Yeah, because you're dealing with liquor, drugs, men, women, money. You get what I'm saying? Like parties.
Like you try to numb your emotions a little bit.
That makes sense. So it's like, and if you are young and you're not used to the fast life, it'll make you grow up fast. You know what I mean? So you can go in 17 right out of high school and you be dancing for about a year, and then you have a mentality of, oh, I'm a grown woman, sort of kind of thug, because I gotta protect myself while I'm here, or protect my money when I get it, or protect my emotions. I have to just focus, like, okay, I'm just here to work. I'm not here to make friends. I'm not here to. You're not here to be my man, like, because 9 times out of 10 they have women at home. So it's like you gotta. It's like.
And
It's
to be
crazy.
honest, I want to say, is it the same for a lot of the dancers? Do a lot of the dancers typically have spouses? Do you see a lot of that?
They do.
Or are a lot of them single?
Well, a lot of them do have spouses. They do. I've known a lot of dancers who have boyfriends, or male dancers who have had girlfriends. So yes, they do have spouses. But you typically have to be understanding, I guess, because it's like you're flirting a lot. If you do reach out to potential people, it can be for other business purposes, like parties, or, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, the person got to be real understanding.
So coming into the game, did you have a lot of the older girls who was teaching you? Or
I
is
did.
that something that you kind of learned along the way?
I did. Like, I looked up to a lot of women. Let me not say girls. I looked up to a lot of women. Like, Doc Chocolate was one of my favorites.
Okay.
Or
Shout out,
Miss Kiss was one of my
Shout
favorites.
out to everybody she's naming.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, or another young lady, Uzi, you know what I'm saying? These were all my favorites when I started.
And
Because,
you could tell us actually where they're from.
but I'm not actually sure. I just worked with them in a couple spots. But Uzi, I've never. I've never worked with her. I just seen her before. You know what I'm saying? Miss Kiss, I've always went to go see her perform. You know what I'm saying? But Don Chocolate, I did work with her a couple times.
It was never a competitive thing with these ladies. You know, I know for being around a lot of women.
It's always
It's always a competition from somebody. It's always somebody.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
You know, tell us a little bit about that.
First of all, when you're dancing, it's always a competition. You get what I'm saying? Your mind frame should be, let me go in here and see how much money I can get and get the hell out of here.
Right.
That should be your mind frame. You get what I'm saying? Not, oh, I'm going in here, I'm going to play around, I'm going to get a boyfriend, I'm going to hate on her, I don't like her because of this. Oh my gosh, she talking to my boyfriend or she talking to my regular. It's all that shit that's happening.
Right.
But it's not the main purpose. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's crazy, but when you're drinking or you're under any influence, that can bring up emotions. Or, you know what I'm saying? So,
Absolutely.
so at the end of the day, if you don't know how to control your whatever drug, whether it's liquor or drug, and you're in an industry where it's a lot of people.
Yeah, prominently, that's what y'all do.
A lot of people.
Sugar has gotten into a fight. Like,
I don't remember.
yes, come on.
Oh, my goodness, influence. I was sorry.
No, that's not what
So
happened.
everybody that's just tuning in with us, it's about to get spicy as y'all see.
Y'all see the talking bullshit.
I'm not gonna let her play. Oh,
We
we
are
y'all
going
can do
to
the correct
life
way.
of the stripper, okay? Behind the scenes. We do have live guests in the studio as well. So if you guys are hearing people, we have, people here observing the show. So if you hear those things, please disregard. But let's get back into this. So with that being said, Shabbat.
And the crazy part is I know you too, so it's like,
It's
Anyway,
What happened in that, was it in the back room? Because we want to go to the back room.
okay, so.
But I
heard you say
you don't have to
that.
name names, but I want her to tell it.
Okay, so I do remember one incident where I was, now mind you, you gotta listen, y'all gotta forgive me, I do smoke weed,
It's
so
okay.
I might not.
Hey, this is a
But,
Absolutely. Okay.
okay, cool. Okay, so I was on the stage, mind you, I wasn't paying no attention to anybody, and all of a sudden, a shoe comes across the stage, and it hits me.
So
Boom.
he threw the shoe while you were doing your set.
Yes. Now, mind you, I don't think the shoe was meant to hit me.
But you went.
But fuck that.
Anyway.
Fuck all that. Listen. Fuck all that. It was people in there. It was men in there. And shoes don't just go fucking flying. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, hold up. Am I tripping? I know I'm high, but did I just get hit with a shoe? So instantly, your first thought is to, oh no, fuck no. Let me
So
go
address
see
the
what the
situation.
fuck
Let me see what's
is going on. So it got a little hectic. Now, I don't know about. I know I probably did quite a couple times. I ain't gonna say I'm innocent.
How long did you dance for?
Okay, so I started when I was 17 and probably stopped my early 30s.
Oh, so you danced for a while.
Off and on, yeah.
Okay.
Because I do go back, well, I have. Went back and forth from doing hair
Yeah.
and dancing, or if someone had called me and been like, hey, I got this amount, you want to do a party? Right. You know what I'm saying? So, but
Which I've done 1,000 times.
see, you know what I'm saying? So,
Today's my go-to.
so it's like I have stopped, you know what I'm saying? Like right now, I only do hair, but I support them tremendously because that's what I've done. You know what I mean? So, but yes, I have fought maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times.
Go ahead.
So it was like it can get a little crazy. You know what I mean? Like,
definitely. I can only imagine. I've definitely gone to several different strip clubs, and
Yeah.
so I see certain shit that goes on, but not a lot of people know what's going on behind the scenes. So it has to be a lot that you're dealing with, like you said, the drugs, the alcohol, just dealing with a whole bunch of different females, you know, and, you know, just the people itself. So with that being said, I'm sure having to deal with all the men, some who may be creepy. Like, I've been in the strip club, this no bullshit, and the female is dancing and the nigga has his entire penis out.
It happens.
Like,
Well, no.
if I didn't
First of all, let me go back. I don't mean to cut you
No,
off.
go ahead.
It has happened. Shit like that happen?
No.
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 But if, I'm going to use you as an example. Say if you're dancing with a guy and you allow that, and then I come behind you
And
I don't allow that,
Right.
then that just caused a whole nother fuckery. You get what I'm saying? First of all, I'm arguing with him. You're doing this, wah, and then I might have to get you out, and then you know what I'm saying? It's just, it'd be a lie.
Right.
So, with that being said, there's a VIP room in every strip club. We know that there's a VIP room in every strip club. To be
It
honest
is.
with y'all,
It is.
I pay for my man. We go to strip clubs together, and I pay for his VIP sessions.
You're cute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
You're cute.
because I'm sure of mine.
I know that's
And
right.
secondly,
But
I love the entertainment just as well as he does.
Okay.
So we're in the club trying to find bitches for each other, you know,
Mhm.
and that's the bond that we have, and I love that. But with that being said, can you give us some examples of some things that go on in the VIP room that are not supposed to go on in the VIP room? Everybody wants to know what goes on in the VIP room. And it doesn't have to necessarily be anything that you've done. Just
No. First of all, by me dancing for so long, I know pretty much a lot that's going on. But now, in some of the more low class, let me just use that, low class clubs and VIP, things can get a little crazy.
AKA Urban.
Who?
AKA. Hey, look, let's start throwing them out, y'all.
I'm not saying you listen, but hey, in a lot of the low class clubs, yes, things can go down in VIP rooms that are not supposed to go down. But listen, fuck that. Like, they don't even have to go down in the VIP room. I danced beside someone and they were doing it directly right here. You get what I'm saying? So it's like you don't really have to go in the VIP room. You get what I'm saying? It just costs more in there.
So when you say they are doing it right here, what are they doing?
Y'all,
Yeah.
that's just stupid.
Let's just be clear. Like, you gotten a lap dance plenty of times.
I
Like,
wasn't doing nothing.
but mind you can tell the different movements. You get what I'm saying? Like,
That's true.
when you're, all right, let me use my hand for an example. When you're giving a lap dance, it's pretty much like this. Do you get what I'm saying? It's grinding, it's friction. You get what I'm saying? When you're having intercourse, it's pretty much like this.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Right.
So you can pretty much see the difference.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then of course I'll be like, oh, but let me mind my business. They
So
keep
were
it
you
really
like
big.
that at 17? Did you witness that type of stuff, and did that didn't scare you a little bit? Is that something, you know what I'm saying, that kind of made you double think or rethink about the decision you had made as to becoming a dancer?
Okay, so yes, when I first started dancing, I was exposed to a lot of stuff. I seen a lot of stuff. You get what I'm saying? But I'm so cute, girl. I ended up mother was around. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But
Okay. Now, so, and how many kids did you have at the time, if you don't mind
when I
sharing?
started,
Yes.
I had one.
Okay. And so along the way, did you have more kids, and were these kids by anybody that you had met while dancing? Like, did somebody?
Or these are clients.
Yeah, how did?
No clients.
Okay.
No clients. But
Shout
now
out.
there's one thing I'm not doing. Listen, I met you there. you're gonna stay there.
Okay.
Now the difference in these guys, they weren't clients per se, but shit, I would should have left that. And anyway, but yes, I did end up having 2 babies by 2 guys that I met in the club.
In the club.
Yes.
Now, did they ever take you serious with you being a dancer? Or was it something was it a sneaky link?
Now them 2 per se, they met me, we knew each other there, you get what I'm saying? So they pretty much knew the ins and the outs, you get what I'm saying? So it wasn't like sneaky link, well, shit. Okay.
Hey, y'all, it always comes back to the sneaky link.
One of them ended up having different potential baby mothers in the club. So me having a kid by this guy ended up being drama.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Turmoil, bullshit,
Okay.
emotions, women fighting. You get what
Okay.
I'm saying? Oh, bitch, I don't like you. You're talking to him, and I'm like, bitch, I don't know you, but okay, I don't like you either. You get what I'm saying? But you get what I'm saying? The other one, it was pretty much a front. You get what I'm saying? Like, we never had a relationship. It was just like, oh, okay, hi, how you doing? You know,
Okay.
bam, you get what I'm saying? Baby.
Okay.
But-
she said bam and then a baby.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
So yes, I did end up having 2 babies by 2 guys.
All right. Well, my next question is, have you had some nights where, you went home, and the next morning you woke up, you found yourself in a space where, you really didn't understand or comprehend fully because you were so young when you started of what was really going down in the strip club behind more opposed to more than just dance.
Hell yeah, first of all, I wasn't supposed to be dancing at 17.
Right, it was illegal at
Right.
17.
There you have it. So the person who let me dance in their club
Right.
was something was wrong with them. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
But there you go, it happened. You get what I'm
It's
saying?
still
So
happening today.
there it is. So of course, by me being so young, I was exposed to different things. You get what I'm saying? And I was told a lot of times, like, what are you doing here? Like, you don't look like you're supposed to be here. Like, first of all, I'm a nerd. I wear glasses 24/7. I don't have a problem with wearing my focus. That's first thing. So,
I need to see.
I need to see the 20s. I need to see the 50s. I need to see what the fuck is what. You
I'm
get what I'm saying?
done.
So, you get what I'm saying? So, half of the time I would look like a school teacher or either your sister or you get what I'm
But
saying?
you know what? Let me tell you something. You had sex appeal if that was your forte.
I did.
If that was your character.
Now, one thing I did do was perform.
Women, I have to say, women with glasses that I find appealing to the eye or attractive, they have sex appeal in a lot of times.
Thank you.
Now, you said that, one thing you do is you can perform.
Yes.
So, is dancing as entertaining to you as it is to the viewers?
Yes. So, yes.
So does
So
that?
that's a pass.
Yes. Okay, so it's just like doing hair.
Mhm.
You do something for so long, it becomes
You.
you get what I'm saying? So it's like, just like changing a pamper. You get what I'm saying? Once you learn it, you ain't gonna never forget that.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So once you put them shoes on, it's like it just snaps. If you have it.
If you have it.
You
right.
get what I'm saying? If you don't have it, then you just do get your money how you get your money. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yes, I felt as though exotic dancers should perform. You get what I'm saying? Not twerk. Well, it's cute sometimes.
Right.
But
Not
we're more in the
right,
high
right.
class end. So
Yeah,
yeah, like those dancers, KOD, Magic City.
But they twerking in there.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
it is.
They are, but
they
there's
are.
some performance.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I also think that
There's some
the
big
exotic dancer the exotic part has a lot to do with how you look.
It does.
Because if you don't look exotic, you know what I'm saying? That
It
like could
does.
kind of.
You
It
right.
does.
You're
It
right.
does. It does. You have to have some type of sex. You should
Mhm.
have some type of sex appeal about you if you are going to be a dancer.
Yeah.
Your face, your clothes, the way you walk, the way you dance, something.
So what was it for you? The way I danced, the way I walked, the way I.
See, first of all, when I danced back then, I was a lot thicker. You get what I'm saying? I was in my 20s. I was young. I had babies. You get what I'm saying?
You had that baby weight, that thing was fitting. I'm
Yeah, but the face don't never change, honey. You get what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. I still do the same shit I could do when I was. But anyway, but yes, I perform. First of all, I'm going to catch your eye. You get what I'm saying with what I'm wearing.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to have you. Okay, let me go back. How can I expect you to give me $75 if I give myself $25?
Right.
It doesn't make sense.
Right.
You
Right.
get what I'm saying? So,
Understand.
in order to make money, you have to spend money. You get what I'm saying? Which means your hair,
Yeah.
your nails,
Your
your
coffee,
clothes,
coffee.
your shoes, your feet, your makeup,
Everything.
you get what I'm saying?
Facts.
Even if you don't do this,
Facts.
you should pretend
Facts.
that you do this.
Facts.
Do you get what I'm saying?
I
Because
do.
if they wanted to be at home with the bonnet or the leggings or the t-shirt, they would have been at home.
Right.
They're paying to come in a club or they're paying to come into a party. So you have to enjoy their
entertainment.
sex appeal. You get what I'm saying? So
I went to a strip club before, and the girl, she was super bad from a distance, and people was like super geeked up when she came out, whatever, right? She chose me for some reason. She comes to the end of the
You said
stage.
for some reason.
it happens.
She
You
put
can
one
sit there and
leg-
don't even want to be bothered.
She
Look,
put she put one leg here, one leg here. And I'm like, oh shit, you know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
God.
And I look down though, and her fucking toes were horrible. I lied to you not. I tapped my best friend. I said, hey, let's go. We left the entire party. Like, that threw me off. You know what I'm saying? Like you said. To make money, you gotta spend money. You
Yeah.
gotta look.
You gotta look
like
like
you
money.
gotta act like it. You know what I'm saying?
Especially if you're going to wear open-toe shoes.
Absolutely.
And if you can't
Please.
pay
take
May
care of
to do
your
your
dog.
feet that day,
Then maybe
do them yourself.
Yeah.
Do them yourself.
Absolutely.
Do
That's
them
a part of
yourself.
making it until you make it.
That's spending time with yourself. Got do them yourself.
I mean, you got men out here who have foot fetishes. You know what
They
I'm saying?
do. They do.
So they come in a strip club and you already have that sex appeal. And
That's
they
the
look
word
down
they
at your
use
feet.
for.
And it's a no-no. Oh, they be like, hey, no.
I have had a guy who would just sit like me and you and have me put my leg on top of his leg and just put 20s in my toes if my feet was down. So it happens. Like,
I'm
so
not
the
surprised.
more you spend on yourself,
Mhm.
the more they'll spend on you.
So this happens in the strip club when you just put your leg on.
Yeah.
So you still got it now?
No.
I'm just saying. 'cause I
No.
know, like,
I got
Okay.
that.
Yes, so that is happening. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
She got some friends, she got some toes too.
I do have a question. So being that you was in this industry for so many years, did you have to audition at every club that you danced in, or because of your looks?
Even your name.
Or your name?
Mhm.
Did you find that got you through the door
So
more?
it did. Like, I danced at a lot of different clubs. I danced in DC, Maryland, Philly. You get what I'm saying?
Okay. So you tried.
Sometimes.
You did it all.
So I've traveled, you know what I'm saying? So, but some of the clubs I did have to audition. I really did. Like when I was dancing at the Mile High, I had to audition there. When I was dancing at Lewis Road, when I first started, I had to audition there. When I was dancing at Ecstasy, they're not open.
Shout out to Ecstasy.
So I had to audition there. Where else? A couple of clubs out Baltimore, I had to audition. Atlanta, yes. You have to audition in Atlanta. But yes, so. But here, not pretty more so. They like, you got cute face,
Right.
you got some type of shape curve.
Right.
Oh, come
Right.
on. Yeah.
Come dance tomorrow night.
And the thing that I hated about some of these clubs is a lot of the girls didn't have no type of sex appeal or look at all. And they were still hired too. But hey, I don't own a strip club, so I can't tell nobody who to hire or what to do or, you know what I'm saying? But hey, what man didn't like me, liked them. So it was crazy.
Always gonna be
You get what I'm saying?
somebody.
So-
Always gonna be somebody.
Did some of your friends ever help you, like some of your stripper friends ever kind of help you get in the door, like, hey, this is my people,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying?
Fly
You just
her in.
didn't have to do anything.
No.
Especially being that you were young when you started.
No.
Was that,
No.
it was always
You did it all by yourself.
So let's go into that. You said
Mhm.
you were 17. You started stripping.
Now I did have a friend who was working at one club when I first started. So by her working at that club, I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna work here with you. So like I said, by me being younger and thicker, I did look older. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of people did not card me for a lot of things.
they just didn't
So I
have-
used the ID, not to say whose, I used the ID to dance at this specific club. So yes, I did have one friend who put that battery pack in my back, and then after that, I just took off from there.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So once I realized what I can do, how much I can make, how many potential friends I can keep in the
Yeah.
pocket, I was like, oh, I got this.
Yeah. And so, you know, when you started dancing, you started making this money. I know you said that you had a child in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
What motivated you the most? Was it the money or did you actually enjoy it?
Or was it? Well, yeah.
You like, was
Well-
this something that you said, man, this shit is fun?
I love the attention. The
and
minute
if I
you
could
get
get,
good.
yes, like was it
Or was
something
it
that
I
you may have
gotta
been
feed
going
myself?
through? Yeah, like, was you just hungry for it or?
Okay, so in high school, I had my own apartment. So 17, I already had my own place. I already had my kid. So I was given, we gotta survive.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? It wasn't like,
So you
oh,
was
let
hungry
let
at the
me
time.
let me go do this. Oh, I like it. No. Because there's been times that I was there and I was like, I just want to go home. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So it was more so I have to do this because I want this or I need this or
Right.
my son is going to get this at that time because I
Right.
had one kid.
Right.
My son is going to get this. You get what I'm saying? Or I'm going to get this car or I'm going to get this house or you get what I'm saying? So it was,
You had the motivation to bet.
That's what's up.
I've always been a provider. You get what I'm saying? Like I've always necessary.
Like shit.
Like it's nothing. There's nothing else to talk about. You know what I'm saying? So it's like by me having kids early,
Yeah.
I grew up fast.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So it was like my mind frame turned from teenager to woman.
Yeah.
So it was always I have to do this because if I don't do this, who will? And I would never.
Now, were you able to use that motivation as a distraction for yourself, meaning a distraction from all the men? Because strip clubs be having some let me tell you something,
And they
be in it. And so, for you, was it like, oh my God, he's cute, or was it, I'm not here for none of
This is
that?
business.
Yeah, this is
Money.
strictly business.
Now, of course, y'all. I've been dancing for so long. I've had a couple cute ones. I ain't gonna lie.
Of course.
But I've also had a couple ones that took me to Vegas for my birthday for a week, or put $1,000 in my bank account, or drop $500 off for my son's birthday, or you know what I'm saying? Because first of all, even though I'm a good entertainer, I'm a good friend.
You are.
I'm a good communicator. You get what
Okay.
I'm saying? So, and I do hair. You get what I'm saying? So, even if I did not dance, I still kept people around for other reasons.
Right. So when people see you nowadays, do they still look at you as the dancer, or do they? Yeah. So do you still? This might be a little personal. Do you still dance? Do you still?
It depends on if they pay
And the
me.
money, right?
If
Right.
they-
Okay.
I ain't gonna never turn down a couple hundred.
Okay.
You know, I got babies. I got
Mainly private parties, though.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Now, would I ever go back to a club? No.
Okay.
Understandable.
Yeah,
Even
what
though I
made you
don't look
decide that?
40, I'm almost there, you know.
So what made you decide not to ever go back into the club? Because I'm pretty sure there's women in there that's
Older than you. Yeah. You know that.
Because now I'm going to the clubs with my kids. My kids are older. You get what I'm saying? Like I have a 22-year-old. I have a 17-year-old.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if
Now,
they was
how
to
long?
ever
Right.
walk in the club and see me,
Right.
I would die. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I do have some type of morals.
But you know what? I feel like with your longevity in that field, you graduated.
Of
From,
course.
Absolutely.
you know, being
Of
in the
course.
club. You know, at this point, you are OG in the game. You know, you are
Thank
OG.
you.
You are OG.
Thank
in the
you.
game.
Thank
so,
you.
you are Ronnie. You know what I'm saying?
You're super cute.
I mean, you are Ronnie. You know what I'm saying? And I respect it. You know, I've never.
She's a wrong.
I've always respected the hustle. I've always respected strippers. I've always respected what they were trying to do. I've always respected that. I never, turned my nose up because this is how they're choosing to make their money.
Right.
You know, for all I know, Shorty could have 20 stacks saved up, in the bank. Who am I to come and look at her and look down on her because she's taking her clothes off to get that 20 stacks and this other person is working 8 hours a day, 5 days a week.
Right.
Nah, I'm going to respect your grind.
I respect anybody's hustle by any means necessary for me. You know what I'm saying? It's just how you present yourself. It's how you represent yourself when, behind closed doors. So for me, by any means motherfucking necessary, get it done. And while you at it, tune into Love Talking Bullshit. Follow us on all major platforms. Tell all your friends. Let them fucking know
That we love talking bullshit and not going nowhere.
Yes. So we're going. Let's get into some spice. Let's add some spice into the. I remember there was a party and you were there
Okay.
and you was performing.
Okay.
And you did this trick with this fucking water bottle that blew my mind. First and foremost, I was all in your stuff. I need you to know that. I was all ready.
She pretty. What
I
the
mean,
fuck?
I looked at it, but I'm just saying, like, you did this trick.
Mhm.
These tricks that you know how to do, did you learn that while you were there?
Training.
Can you, like, give us, like, some steps on the low?
Can you have it? No, because I hate it for my man, but I need some extra.
We need some
Okay, nobody's ever asked me to explain that. Okay, so. Shit.
I'm just saying.
How would I explain this?
I guess to make
Okay. Have you ever squeezed your muscles on the dick?
Yes.
Okay, that's what it is. That's what it is.
I can make my
That's what it is. That's all it is. That's all
I do it on
it is.
purpose, actually.
That's all it is. So
Sorry,
pretty
y'all.
much, all you have to do
21
is
and older, please. Everybody on this line should be 21 and older.
pretty much. So if you are laying back, it makes it easier for the water to just, you get what I'm saying? So what you have to do is you have to squeeze your stomach in, pretty much.
Like this?
Like, no. Once you squeeze the bottle, of course the bottle is.
Give me a bottle, cousin. Give me a bottle.
So you have once
No,
you
we're
put the
going to get it
bottle.
down back. We're going to be squeezing water everywhere this summer. Okay, like this. Okay, go.
So once you put the bottle in
Okay.
and you squeeze the bottle, you have to contract your stomach.
You
Once
gotta turn it
you
the other way so it's supposed
This way?
once yeah, so the bottle's like this. Your legs are like this.
Okay.
The bottle's like this. And then you squeeze the water and then you suck your stomach in. So once I put the bottle down,
Hey,
it's
cousin.
like you just push. Like you just push. Once you push, it just
So, but. Okay.
I don't know. Listen, you guys, I understand what I
is she doing? But mind you,
My bad.
well, yes, she did. She really did.
But
So-
cause don't show the camera what you did. I mean, when she did the trick, shout out to my brother. I actually had hired Shabay for his birthday party one year, and she came.
You
through
might
and
have
did her
explained
thing.
it better than me.
She came through and did her thing. You hear me?
Yes, she
That's
did.
when
Yes,
she
she
did
did.
the water trick. Okay, she did
Yes.
the water trick where she squirts the water out of her vagina, and
It's too far.
when she
It definitely
when she
is
did
hard.
it, I thought it was great. And
Everybody does. Once they get over the first
and I believe my the way I was feeling was thirsty at the time, so I just kind of
She did.
had the water
She did.
sprinkle me.
So it's like, I've been doing it for so long, it's like easy.
Now, did you teach yourself that?
I did.
What the fuck made you do that? Would you practice that?
I did.
So you had water all over the carpet at the house.
I did.
Look, I did. Listen, and
The
that's
carpet,
how I
the
told you, you were like,
bathroom.
so you been practicing? I did.
I was.
I did.
Listen, y'all need to be. But it's really easy.
I mean, if I get that down packed, then I'm gonna be a monster.
It's
I'm telling you
easy.
now. If I
I
can
swear
get
to
the
you.
water squirt right,
It's
oh,
so
I just gonna
easy.
be legit.
Let me tell you something. If I can get that motherfucking water bottle to squirt, I can walk around.
Y'all need
squirting.
help.
I'm
They need help. They need help.
Squirt everywhere, squirt.
They need help.
I'm squirting everywhere. Okay. Oh, look, you hot? It's hot outside, no problem. I got water for you.
Now, I've seen women that have set their ass on fire.
Wait,
or-
what?
Yes.
What do you mean?
Yes, like, okay, some of them will use like mousse, I believe, or some type of.
Yeah, they squirt it. Yeah.
Yes,
On the arch
girl,
like
I've
that,
seen
and
wo-
then set it on
Listen,
fire.
I've seen women
No.
stick feet in their vaginas. I've seen
Other people's feet
a man like
and the big toe.
the whole foot.
This bitch
That's
that's
a
like,
lot.
y'all, come get Alexis. Any of y'all,
The
any of
whole
y'all
foot.
friends is watching right now, y'all come get her.
No, that's how
What
it
you
was when I
mean?
say.
From the toe to the motherfucking heel?
She know, she
To
know.
the Achilles? Hey, what you mean?
That's why I'm
What you
saying,
mean?
like,
Your whole foot, yeah?
Yeah, listen,
Get
like
the fuck out of here.
demolish the whole
No,
foot.
the nigga,
First of all,
the nigga put his whole foot in the vagina.
let me tell you something. I was going to party with this young lady. Mind you, this lady went out before
She
me.
said ain't scratch her.
When she did that, I didn't even dance with her.
I probably would have
I was just like, you know what, we gonna home y'all.
If
What else can
How am I
I
gonna compete against that? Is that so? That was okay.
do? It wasn't that I was jealous. It wasn't that I.
Of course
No,
not.
honey, if you can hang
If
it
you
there
can
and
do
do that,
kudos.
you got it.
So it's safe to say that in this industry, the more spontaneous
That's spontaneous.
or the more it may not be considered spontaneous to others.
That's
but,
like,
but the
okay,
more
I'm listening.
but the more
I'm
but
gonna
the
take you
more
the fuck all the way out
The
the
more
way.
exotic your
the
chick
more
is,
exotic you are,
Yes,
thank you
the
very
more
much.
money
The
you
more
get.
exotic, you know, the
I've
more
seen-
money.
So good.
I've seen women rip men's underwear off. I've seen men get beat. I've seen candles being pulled. Candles, like candles.
Wax.
Well, I've done
I've
that
seen-
in the privacy of my bedroom. Had the he had the candle, you know.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
so
let me
I
tell you
see.
something. Let me tell you something.
I can't come to something.
You're not pouring no motherfucking candle wax on me, and I'm not gonna pour no candle wax on you.
That shit hurt.
That's burning.
Hold on, first of
I
all,
thought I was the only one.
No.
first of all, that candle, the candle that we have is specifically made for that.
You're
Okay.
nasty. Anyway.
I wouldn't say nasty. I'd say experimented.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Don't gas her.
Hey,
Don't get her started
Don't
over
gas
here.
her. Listen,
You
you
better
gonna
get her
talk
started.
bullshit.
You better get her started.
Hey,
I
Miss Brandon.
just want to make it clear that nothing I do is mediocre. Okay?
Okay.
Amen.
Okay. So I'm gonna leave y'all there.
Listen.
Okay? Hey,
When your birthday?
up the park.
Hey,
Hey, stop.
everything
When
ain't
you
for
bring that
everybody.
Hey, shrimp and T-bone.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you smothered with the shrimp or some shrimp on the side?
Hey, the shrimp is great, but I'm sorry. I'm a Capricorn.
And when is your birthday? Sagittarius. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, she,
I got a I read up on y'all.
I think, you know, anybody can get spicy in the bedroom if you teaching them. You know what I'm saying? Some
Yeah.
people just don't have that experience. You know what I'm saying?
But some
to-
people just don't have it either.
That too.
I've seen women that are married and in relationships, no rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
And I find myself seeing, like I'll see them dance maybe at a party or something, and I'm thinking to myself, damn, their sex life must be real mediocre. Because I'm thinking to myself, I know what I'm capable of, but looking at her, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so let me ask you this. So you've seen me dance.
She asked you
No,
me
I gotta
questions,
ask
but
you
go
a
ahead,
question.
okay.
So you've seen me dance. So do you think my sex life is over the top because you've seen me dance?
And that's a good question.
To be honest with you,
You think she nasty?
I would think so, but give me the reality, because I think that's maybe an issue with me trying to look at something and,
Well, I ain't saying you lied, but I was just asking.
I mean, typically,
I think that if you are able to perform and do all of the things that you do in front of complete strangers,
Mm-hmm.
then there's no
Why
doubt in my
shouldn't you?
mind that you're doing it behind
Yeah.
closed doors for your man.
But-
And so I do think
Okay.
that your sex life is probably very entertaining because you are an entertainer. And so, you know, I also think that I can entertain, but my level of entertainment is not on you. When I get that water bottle,
it's gonna be a wrap.
Then you're
It's
gonna
gonna
be
be a
giving
wrap.
me
The
over.
water bottle gonna put me there. So
that might just do it for me. But anyway,
I just need my nigga to be thirsty that way.
I'm gonna need mine to help me get it in and help me
You
learn
can't-
that
You
motherfucker
can't
what
practice
you
it
mean.
in front of him.
Why? You need to
Because
learn
he's
with
gonna
me.
think you're crazy. Like, look,
Nah, not that.
I mean, so is it safe to say that they always say like if a female or a male can dance good, they can fuck, right? I mean,
I can't dance for shit.
I mean,
Okay.
but you wouldn't say that.
Oh, I,
right?
See?
I can ride a dick like a motherfucker.
Okay.
So that is so not true.
In the
So
audience,
that is so not
saying
true.
that she can't dance, but she can ride the shit out some dick. So I'm sorry for, you know what I'm saying, thinking or
Because it's a grind, it's a grind motion.
motion.
You might can do a grind motion. I may not be able to twerk and chic, but I'm a
But you know, the thing is I would think that y'all being in the entertainment mode is different from the sexual room mode. Yeah,
It's just two different things.
yeah. So, you know, you might see a female who can dance her ass off, twerk her ass off, you know what I'm saying? But get in the bedroom and she's mediocre, you know what I'm saying?
Cautious, slippery, wild west, like
Yes,
shit.
like that. So, I mean, I guess the issue with that again is, you know, trying to judge a book by its cover, which we shouldn't do. So it is what it is. Let's get into. I'd like to know, being in a predominantly female industry, working in a strip club with women, have you came on to and sexually approached in a manner by another dancer wanting to have sexual encounters with you? Now, I'm sure you have, but if you could just share an experience with us to give us, you know, kind of the background on how that went. Beautiful women love beautiful women.
True.
You know what I'm saying? If you're hating on a beautiful woman, that's because there's something within that is not settled with you. You know what I'm saying? If you see a beautiful woman and you cannot acknowledge that, that's a problem. That's a problem. You're probably a hater at heart. You know what I'm saying? I see beautiful women all the time. I love women, you know.
Now I wanna before you answer that question, I wanna comment on that because I see beautiful women all the time, but you don't necessarily have to make a public acknowledge
You don't
you.
have to.
And with that
Yeah.
being said, that doesn't, if I don't acknowledge you, because I bypass pretty women and I, in my head, I'm like, oh, she's cute. You know what I'm saying? And I'll keep it moving, but I'm not hating by any means. And, being pretty, it's not going to make me come on to you. You know what I'm saying? So even in the world of dancing, if you do not go that way, I don't give a fuck how many pretty women is around you. If you're not interested,
You're not gonna bite.
You're not gonna bite.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's
Okay, so
everything you
both
said,
is
right.
so true. Both is so true. So, yes, I have had sexual encounters with a couple dancers,
Okay.
women and men.
They approach you,
Some of them.
Both. Vice versa.
and you found yourself in that space as well.
Yes, I'm very
Aggressive.
strong-minded and aggressive at times.
I
So
understand.
it's been times where I've been like, hey,
I want you.
so. And then it is times where you'll see women who be like, I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, then 6
You gotta
months later, you got it.
and then that happens too. That happens too.
I don't get turned down.
So were
You know what I'm
you?
saying? And so
Were you?
I see it regularly.
Were you into girls before you started dancing, or is dancing and being surrounded by beautiful women what influenced you to try it?
No, before.
Okay.
It just made it worse
Right.
once I started.
Okay.
So it was like it was more every day. Oh my God.
Now, did you find yourself being more attracted to women during that time than you were men, or would you say it was equal?
It was more so. I guess you would say it was equal. Because at that
Because
time,
you
I guess
have
it
an
was
equal
like,
amount of men coming to as clients opposed to working with all the females.
there you go. So at that time, I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna attract what attracts me if I like it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I can't explain Shabay. Like Shabay's different. You know what I'm saying? So if I like you, girl, guy, it depends on the connection. But both, it was a lot of both.
Okay, I have a question. So typically in a strip club, I'm familiar with, like I told y'all, we go to strip clubs, with date nights are at strip clubs for us. You know what I'm saying? So it's nothing. But typically when you're in the strip club, the females tip out.
Mm-hmm.
Explain to the audience what tipping out is and how you get paid typically at the end of the night.
Okay, so certain clubs are different. Now, for the lower class, I don't know if you're saying that, but for those type of clubs, they would charge you to come in. You get what I'm saying? Because they know yes,
Okay.
they know particularly how much you're going to make on a certain night.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, you would have to pay between 25, 35, 50, sometimes $75. But when you go home, you ain't even gonna miss that. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and mind you, I didn't mind tipping in when I came in because pretty much whatever I made after that was mine. Now, don't get me wrong, it was certain nights that I didn't have it, or I didn't have my bank card, or I need to go in here to pay a bill and I didn't have it, then I would have to pay it when I leave. You get what I'm saying? So now it's been, it's been some clubs where they'll pay you at the end of the night. You get what I'm saying? Like in Baltimore, depending on how many drinks you sell, the end of the night, they'll pay you. You get what I'm saying?
That's understandable for the bar.
So, yes.
To help them for the bar.
So
Okay, that's
say
understandable.
if you sell this one drink, right? And this one drink costs $25.
Yeah.
Out of that 25, you'll get 13.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? So every one of those drinks that you sell, you're getting $13 plus what you make while you're entertaining.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And then some of them have it where they can be a waitress, I say,
Yeah.
sort of, kind of.
Bar. Like
Yes,
a bar,
yes. And then it,
A bottle girl.
yes, there you have it.
Yeah.
So when you do that, you can get a weekly check.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So now, mind you, if you're getting, listen, if you're getting a weekly check, you can file taxes. Ding, 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 ding.
That's true. That's true.
So if they're taking taxes out,
Mm-hmm.
you can file taxes.
Right.
But you can only file that income and not the income that you girls are making at night.
There you go.
Okay.
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 All right. So
Now, if you got more than that person, they do. They do.
oh yeah, they know all the
Anyway,
ins and outs.
that's right here. No, they're doing it for me.
Okay. All right. Well, shout out to you for even taking the time to come out and
Of
explain
course.
the
You know
behind
I
the
love
scenes
y'all.
of a dancer. You know, I wanna get into some more nasty shit because
Let's go. Let's rock out.
I'm curious.
What do you want now?
Hey, you get me here. Hey, I'm gonna need you at the house when I get home.
But like I want to know, like, you know, the girls that you've encountered. Is this all happening? You know, in the fitting room? Is people are the other girls watching? What exactly
Whoa.
are you doing? What is happening? Like, what is?
Okay, wait a second.
How
I'm in the rock.
many girls have been a part of this at one time?
Like, are there orgies going on?
It has been.
Behind and like in the back room, there's
Yes,
orgies
it's been
going on.
time.
I'm like this.
Look, it's been time I came in the dressing room after giving a dance and somebody their box just chewed up. Like I've seen shit like that. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? So it happens.
Wow.
It's you become friends or whatever they call each other, and then fuck, you might get horny or high. But I don't know what they do. Yeah, it's happening. It's happening. Mind you, liquor and drugs and money can cause a lot of shit.
Absolutely, absolutely. And do you find that the men pay more money when there's sex involved?
Yes,
Yes.
because they're next.
Of course, of course.
I've gotten paid $400 to get my pussy at a party by girl.
Oh yeah.
Plus what I came in, like
What you came to the party to make.
Right, right, for sure.
In all reality, give us the numbers of what you're capable of walking away with making per year in the exotic dancer business.
per year.
How much are y'all bringing home a year?
I can't say per year because I smoke a lot, and that's a lot of numbers.
Right.
But
I mean 100,000. I mean, I'm 50,000.
I've seen 100,000 in 6 months.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Now, mind you,
Wow.
it depends on what you do. Now, first of all, let me go back. I was dancing since I was 17. If I would have saved and done what I should have done, like what I know now, it would be totally different. I would be living somewhere different. It would just be different.
But you
You
were
get what I'm
young,
saying?
you were
But
getting in there.
for what I have done, I've had a house since 2007.
That's so.
If I don't have a car, it's by choice, but I'm always driving. You get what I'm saying? My babies. I have 6, not 1. I have 6.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? And
Okay.
they're all mine. I'm not bragging on the dads being there or not being there. They're
Right,
all mine.
right.
I take care of them all with the 5-bedroom house. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not complaining about anything that I've done. But if I would have known what I know now back then,
Right.
I would be even more well off.
Absolutely.
You get what I'm
Take
saying?
that
Like,
information and apply it accordingly. for
you
sure.
know, so now that I'm older, you get what I'm saying, is I have to do things different. Like my daughter, my 11-year-old, I want her to come out with a clothing line. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Make it happen.
oh, definitely. Or when she goes to high school, she's only going to wear her clothes.
Yeah.
So, like, and that's the difference between some of us dancers.
Right.
Some of us dancers are there for a purpose and not just for fun.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like my daughter, I do hair. If something was to ever happen to me, she has a business that she can just walk right into.
Right.
You get what I'm
Shout
saying?
out
My
to
twins.
Yeah.
My twins. Now, my boy, he's into music. You know what I'm saying? My daughter, she's a little bourgeois. I don't know what she's going to do this year.
Come on.
That's so true.
We
I want to be.
ain't your friend.
Yes.
Because it's
Yes.
feisty
So it's like, if I would have paid attention to the things that I'm paying attention to now, I would have been well off. So for the ladies who are dancing, you should always put something aside because you never know what will happen. Corona, for instance.
Put us down 3 years. We're going into the third year.
You get pregnant or you break a foot, anything. You know what I'm saying? It just so happens that I don't have to use dancing as a full career because I have hair. You get what I'm saying? So
I got a question, and it's a more serious question because of what you actually just said. Now, have you seen some dancers that are so invested in what they do that they make sure they have insurance? They make sure they're seeing a chiropractor weekly. They make sure this is their livelihood. They make sure, they are in a spa every week.
These girls up here, no.
Where do you find that at? For Miami,
Atlanta,
North
North Carolina.
I feel like a lot of dancers here are into materialistic things. They're into designer bags, designer shoes. They're into just looking good, and not
I got $300.
Yeah,
get
they're not investing into, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
Into
not here,
hobbies
no.
and things like that.
Not at all.
yeah, because I have to say, I have seen some dancers that are strictly business.
Mm-hmm.
Strictly business.
Yeah.
They are seeing their chiropractor weekly.
Yeah.
They are doing their
It
yoga
is
every
around
weekend.
Yeah.
They have full coverage insurance.
On their
For,
legs.
so I've seen some females, that go to that extent behind them.
Yeah.
And they are bosses.
Right. Well, time is not on our side right now. We are actually running out of time, and I want to thank everybody for tuning in with us tonight. I want to thank you for taking the time to drive here and
Definitely.
share your story. I had so much fun with you. It is so
Definitely.
good to see you. Thank you also for chiming in. Thank you to everybody on the live. Make sure you guys tune in each and every Sunday at 8 p.m. We live. This is actually the season 2 finale. So we will be back shortly. Stay tuned for all the updates. Make sure to keep spreading the word. This is Love Talking Bullshit. Be real, not perfect.